Hello everybody, this is Gabriel with the crypto update. What we see actually here in the cryptocurrency market, looking here at Bitcoin, is that the second alternative that I talked about in my last video is that we actually have found a triple bottom. That this correction here that went on for quite some time has bottomed out here. I think I can call the bottom here already. So why I'm convinced of that? Well, first of all, we have a really nice triple bottom here, right? But not only that, we see a lot of bullish momentum going on here, and this bullish momentum has cut through a good number of resistance levels without any resistance from the bears coming in. So this was one sell signal, and if a sell signal fails, well, that's basically a counter trend signal. So this sell signal failed with the break of the upper of this upper level. And the second sell signal here, this pattern failed. Well, when this line was broken, so we saw a break of the line, there was a pullback into the moving averages, and now we've made a new high. As well here on the 4-hour chart, what we can nicely see is, well, these dotted lines are resistance levels from patterns from lower time frames. I think from 15-minute charts. Like each of these levels is a resistance line. We can see how the bulls have actually, well, they have fought with these levels, right? But they have easily cut through, right? As well here, there was some resistance here, then price is sitting on top of that level. So the bulls had a relatively easy play, right, to go through these resistance levels. Well, typically when you have got a trend reversal, what we have here, well, it takes some time. There's some a push and pull, right? Well, what we see here, well, that was a short squeeze, right? So we've got a good momentum through these levels. Well, up here is another level. And there was a little bit more fight, right? And this fight, well, this consolidation represents a bullish pattern on a 4-hour chart, and this has shown nice follow through, and this actually gives me the confidence that we have seen the bottom here, and we see a lot of bull momentum coming in. So let's have a look here at one time, like shift everything on one time frame higher. So now the pattern here, the 4-hour pattern we can see here. So the bulls have been conquered, the 200 moving average, right? And now we're basically, well, now this level comes into play, and it's a magnet level. Well, it's both. It's a 50,000, a very important level, and it's well, it's this line here from another pattern that has formed on the weekly chart. So if this, well, I'm 100% bullish if this line rebreaks basically the 50,000 level, because then this pattern comes into action. So what we've seen here, well, let's see if I make this bigger. Yeah, you can see it nicely. So this was a very strong bullish pattern. Well, after the run up, we saw the pullback, and very often pullbacks, while price likes to test these important levels. That's a double trap. There's a lot of blood, like it's a bull and bear trap. So price likes to go back and test this area, and we can see how beautifully it was tested all over the place, right? Well, here it looked like it would make a step lower, and this is where where I talked about that. I think we're seeing a second leg lower after this consolidation here. Well, it didn't happen. Now we actually can see how this line has held. There were several tests, nice rejection bars. Well, this was basically the final test. It couldn't go through the 30,000 level. Then we show the short squeeze, and now a lot of bullishness is coming into the market. And we don't see that only for Ethereum. I'm actually more bullish. Sorry, we don't see that only for Bitcoin. I'm actually more bullish for Ethereum. We can see here, I'm bullish for Ethereum for quite some time now versus a Bitcoin. So we can see here, that's the chart, Ethereum versus a Bitcoin. So back during this last up leg, well, we could see that Ethereum was performing better than Bitcoin. right? And now there was a big pullback, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and we have basically bottomed out here, and that's another pattern. That's a turtle pattern that has developed. And turtle patterns are very subtle and very powerful. And this was my entry signal back here in beginning of the year, where I had moved my funds from Bitcoin into Ethereum. And I think now that the crypto bull has started again, we're basically in the second leg of the bull. I'm actually preferring Ethereum over Bitcoin. We just had our hard fork, the London fork, just recently in Ethereum, and it did well. Basically, we see now another pattern on the daily, and we should actually see new highs here, meaning that Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. And on the monthly chart, well, there's a lot of room to go, right? It has just bottomed out, and we had now a 2 months pullback. We have not even touched the 8 moving average, so that's very bullish, right? Ethereum shows a lot of bullishness versus Bitcoin. Now let's have a look at the Ethereum dollar chart. And we can nicely see how, well, this was the run-up and the consolidation was really shallow, right? I mean, much shallower than with Bitcoin. We basically only pushed back into the 21 moving average. And as you know, that's a very healthy sign for a continuation of a bull. And we had like 3 tests as well, right? But into the 21 moving average, and this is another pattern, right? This is a pattern on here on the daily chart. It's not very clear, but basically the entry signal was here. I got in a little bit later, I think, with a break of this high. And now, we're basically running. We see an acceleration. We see as well here a triple bottom. And now we see an acceleration, like price wants to break, right, to a new high, and in Ethereum. And Ethereum has consolidated nicely from 4,400 down to 1,750, so more than 50% consolidation, which is nice. On the monthly, we only saw a pullback to the 8. So there is definite bullishness in Ethereum. If we just look back to Bitcoin, so in Bitcoin we saw a much deeper consolidation, well beyond the 21. Well, and now we are recovering above 21. So basically, I think what that means is that that after this, let's see, this here. This was a long-term buy signal, right, in July, and we've made a 1 leg move. Well, this is definitely a consolidation. I would have liked to come back to the 21 moving average. Well, it didn't, but anyway, crypto is doing whatever it wants. This is a 1 leg move. This is a consolidation. It has nicely tested the parabolic line, and now I think we have just started the second leg of this new crypto bull, right? And let's just put it into perspective. So if this was the first leg, well, then I just assume a second leg as a measured move, or we should go beyond the 100,000 level. Well, more towards the 200,000 with this second leg. And I've been talking about the 100,000 level since since a long time, right? Since back here. I think it was October in one of my articles. So things are materializing, and we are not done. This was not a 1 leg move from 10,000 to 65. We're actually seeing a second leg now, and it might be of the same extent. Let's see how far it goes. Thank you.